Welcome to the Shigeaki Podcast, where science and longevity come together to help you feel stronger, age better, and live with intention, one small habit at a time. I'm Dr. Mark Hyman. Now let me ask you something that might sound too simple to be true. If just one small serving of cooked vegetables before bed could help your eyes repair while you sleep, would you believe it? Most people wouldn't. Because when we think about eye problems after 60 things like blurry vision at night, sensitivity to bright lights, or that tired, strained feeling after reading, we often assume it's just part of getting older. But the truth is your eyes are still very much alive. And like every other part of your body, they respond to what you eat and when you eat it. What most people don't realize is that certain cooked vegetables contain powerful nutrients that specifically support the retina, the cornea, and the delicate blood vessels that feed your eyes. And when you eat them in the evening, lightly cooked, gently prepared, your body can use those nutrients while you sleep to repair, replenish, and protect your vision from further decline.
That's absolutely right, Mark. I'm Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara. In Japan, we don't only think of vegetables as something to fill the plate. We think of them as seasonal medicine, especially when it comes to the eyes. Older adults here often steam, simmer, or lightly saute certain vegetables in the evening as a kind of nightly ritual. It's simple, it's soothing, and it's incredibly effective, because the secret isn't just in what you eat, it's in how you prepare it. When you cook the right vegetables in the right way, they become easier to digest, more nourishing, and more supportive of the body's natural healing rhythm during sleep.
And this matters more than ever after 60. As we age, our digestion slows, our absorption changes, and many of the vitamins and antioxidants that eyes depend on, like lutein beta-carotene and vitamin A, are much better absorbed from cooked vegetables than raw ones. In fact, cooking can often unlock these nutrients, making them more bioavailable and easier on the gut, especially in the evening when your system is winding down.
Yes, and we've seen that when older adults eat the right kind of vegetables at night, it can help with reducing eye strain, improving night vision, and even calming dry, irritated eyes that come from long hours on screens or under artificial light. This is not about big changes or complicated recipes. It's about small, nourishing habits that become part of your daily rhythm.
That's what we're here to share with you today. In this episode, we'll walk you through 4 specific vegetables that are easy to find, simple to cook, and surprisingly powerful when it comes to eye repair. We'll show you which vegetables support the retina, cornea, and tear ducts, the best cooking methods to preserve their benefits, and how to combine them with healthy fats for even greater absorption while you sleep.
And we'll keep it practical. No fancy ingredients, no expensive supplements, just whole foods used wisely to support the eyes from the inside out. So if you're over 60 or caring for someone who is, and you've noticed signs of tired eyes, blurry vision, or discomfort at the end of the day, this episode is for you.
And if you find it helpful, please take a moment to like this episode, subscribe to the Shigeaki Podcast, and share it with a friend or family member who spends long hours at the computer, reads late at night, or simply wants to take better care of their vision. Before we dive into the specific vegetables, let's talk about something most people overlook: how the body changes after 60, especially when it comes to digestion and absorption. You see, as we age, our digestive system slows down, stomach acid declines, enzymes weaken, the lining of the gut becomes more sensitive. That means raw vegetables, or those loaded with tough, insoluble fiber, can be harder to break down even if they're healthy. You might love a fresh salad, but it may leave you bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable. And more importantly, your body may not be fully absorbing the nutrients you need from it.
That's why in Japan we often cook our vegetables lightly, especially in the evening. We don't boil them to death, we steam, simmer, or stir-fry them gently, with a bit of sesame oil, fish oil, or dashi broth. The goal is to make them softer on the stomach without losing the nutrients. Because when vegetables are cooked the right way, something beautiful happens. The nutrients become more available.
Exactly. Nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, beta-carotene, and vitamins A, D, and K, all of which are essential for eye health, are fat-soluble. That means your body absorbs them better when they're cooked and combined with healthy fats. So, something as simple as steamed spinach with olive oil or roasted carrots with a little flaxseed oil can actually deliver more vision-supporting compounds than raw versions ever could.
And it's easier to digest at night when the body wants to wind down. We have a saying in Japan, what's soft on the stomach is often strong for the eyes.
All right, let's get into the good stuff. We've talked about why cooked vegetables are easier to absorb, especially after 60. Now, let's talk about which vegetables actually feed the eyes, starting with one that's often overlooked, but incredibly powerful: spinach.
Yes, spinach. We've used it for centuries in Japan, often steamed lightly or added to warm soups. It's one of the most nourishing vegetables for the retina, which is the light-sensitive layer at the back of the eye.
Exactly. Spinach is rich in two compounds that are absolutely critical for eye health: lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients act like internal sunglasses. They help filter harmful blue light, protect the retina from oxidative damage, and reduce the risk of macular degeneration. And let's face it, after 60, most of us are spending more time in front of screens, not less.
That's right. Even our older patients who don't use computers still watch TV or use tablets to read. And all of that blue light slowly wears down the retina, especially if it's already undernourished. Lutein and zeaxanthin help rebuild and reinforce that protective barrier.
Now, here's the key: you don't want to eat spinach raw. Raw spinach contains oxalates, which can interfere with nutrient absorption and be hard on the kidneys for some people. But when you steam spinach just lightly, say 2 to 3 minutes, those oxalates break down and the lutein and zeaxanthin become more bioavailable.
And don't forget the fat. In Japan, we often add a small drizzle of flaxseed oil or sesame oil after steaming. Not only does it taste better, but it also helps the body absorb these fat-soluble nutrients.
Personally, I love mixing warm spinach with a little olive oil and crushed garlic. It's soothing, simple, and incredibly effective as a nightly side dish. And for our listeners, just one serving of cooked spinach a few times a week can make a measurable difference, especially if you're experiencing light sensitivity, eye strain, or trouble adjusting between dark and bright environments.
It's not just about fixing vision, it's about supporting the tissues before they fail. Cooked spinach is a wonderful first step.
Now, let's move on to our second veggie one that's even more familiar to most of us, but often underestimated: carrots.
Yes, the humble carrot. It may be simple, but it contains beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, one of the most essential nutrients for night vision.
Vitamin A plays a key role in the health of the cornea and supports the cells in your eyes that help you see in low light. That's why people with vitamin A deficiency often report difficulty driving at night or feeling blind when they first walk into a dim room. Carrots help fill that gap, but only when they're cooked properly.
Raw carrots are crunchy and sweet, yes, but the beta-carotene they contain is trapped in thick plant fibers. Your body has to work hard to break those down. When you steam or boil carrots gently, that beta-carotene is released and becomes far easier for the body to convert into usable vitamin A.
One of my favorite methods: steamed carrots with a small pat of grass-fed butter. Or, even better, toss them with a bit of cod liver oil if you're already taking it. The fat helps maximize absorption, and you're getting double support for your retina.
In Japanese homes, we often simmer carrots with a bit of miso broth or ginger. It makes them softer, warmer, and easier on the stomach at night, while still delivering all the benefits. And again, consistency matters more than quantity. A small serving a few times a week can strengthen your night vision over time.
So, to recap, cooked spinach supports the retina filters, blue light, and helps with screen sensitivity. Steamed carrots support the cornea and night vision, especially in low-light environments. And both are most effective when lightly cooked and combined with a bit of healthy fat.
These are not expensive foods. They're not hard to find. But when prepared the right way, they become powerful tools for protecting your vision quietly, gently while you sleep.
So far, we've talked about vegetables that support the retina and help protect your vision from screen strain and blue light. Now, let's move deeper into the world of moisture circulation and long-term clarity. Because dry eyes, tired eyes, and that gritty feeling late in the day, they don't just come from aging, they come from oxidative stress, poor blood flow, and low-grade inflammation that builds up quietly over time.
Yes, and in Japan, we believe that comfort foods, when chosen wisely, can actually help relieve that stress and bring balance back to the body. That includes the eyes. So let's start with one of my favorite leafy greens, cooked kale, or its cousin collard greens.
Kale is often thought of as a trendy superfood, but for our purposes today, it's a deeply restorative food for the eyes. Like spinach, it's rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, the same carotenoids that protect the retina, but it also offers something spinach doesn't, a high concentration of vitamin K.
Vitamin K is important for the eyes in a different way. It helps support microvascular health, meaning the tiny blood vessels that feed oxygen to your eyes stay strong and flexible. This improves circulation, helps reduce puffiness, and protects against oxidative damage around the delicate tissues of the eye.
And oxidative stress, which comes from things like pollution-processed food and even emotional stress, can wear down your eye tissues over time. That's why kale or collard greens are a great choice, especially in the evening, when the body enters its natural repair mode. But again, the key is in how you cook them.
Exactly. In Japan, we don't eat kale raw. It's too tough for older digestion. Instead, we stir-fry it quickly with olive oil or simmer it gently with mushrooms, tofu, or ginger. This helps break down the fiber, making it easier to digest while still protecting the nutrients.
I often recommend a quick sauté of chopped kale with garlic, a drizzle of olive oil, and just a splash of low-sodium broth. Serve it warm in a small bowl with dinner. It's calming, grounding, and deeply nourishing for your eyes and for your whole nervous system, really.
And for those who don't enjoy kale, collard greens are a great substitute. They're softer, a little sweeter, and easier on the stomach when cooked. The important thing is gentle heat, a little healthy fat, and no raw crunch, especially before bedtime.
Now, let's talk about one of the most comforting eye-friendly foods out there, sweet potatoes. Soft, warm, deeply satisfying, and packed with beta-carotene, the same compound that gives carrots their eye-healing power.
Yes, but sweet potatoes go one step further. They also provide soluble fiber, which slows digestion gently and supports liver health, an important concept in Eastern medicine when it comes to vision. In traditional Japanese and Chinese healing, we believe that the health of the liver is closely tied to the eyes. When the liver is supported, circulation improves. And when circulation improves, the eyes feel more hydrated, more alert, and more alive.
From a Western perspective, sweet potatoes also help balance blood sugar, which can be a hidden trigger for eye issues in older adults. Spikes and crashes in glucose affect the small blood vessels around the eyes. But a small serving of sweet potato in the evening provides slow, steady energy, helping you sleep better while protecting your eyesight.
And like carrots, sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, essential for maintaining the health of the cornea and night vision.
My favorite preparation: roast them until soft, mash them gently, and mix in a teaspoon of flaxseed oil or a bit of grass-fed butter. It's like dessert for your eyes, sweet, satisfying, and highly absorbable.
Or you can steam them and add a few sesame seeds on top. We serve this in Japanese homes as a quiet evening snack, especially for older adults who wake up with dry eyes or restless sleep.
So, to recap, cooked kale or collard greens support circulation and microvascular health, protecting the eyes from oxidative damage. Sweet potatoes help prevent dry eyes, support liver function, and provide beta-carotene for long-term vision support. And just like the previous vegetables, they work best when cooked gently and combined with a healthy fat.
We don't need fancy eye creams or expensive drops, just warm, soft foods prepared with care and eaten at the right time of day.
So now that you know which vegetables and oils can help support your vision after 60, the next question is, when and how should you use them for the best results? Because here's the truth. Even the healthiest food can lose its power if taken at the wrong time or in the wrong way.
That's exactly right, Mark. In Japan, we pay close attention not just to what we eat, but when we eat it. One of the biggest mistakes people make, especially with oils or fiber-rich foods, is taking them on an empty stomach. It may seem harmless, but this can lead to nausea, bloating, or poor nutrient absorption.
Especially later in life, the stomach becomes more sensitive. So I always recommend this simple rule: don't eat oils or fiber-heavy vegetables alone. Always pair them with something soft and digestible. And the best time to eat these vision-supporting foods after dinner, or 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This gives your body time to digest gently and lets the nutrients do their quiet repair work while you sleep.
And what you combine them with matters too. Here are a few of my favorite companions for evening meals: a small handful of walnuts, almonds, or chia seeds, a warm cup of unsweetened nut milk like almond or oat, or a calming mug of herbal tea such as chamomile, cinnamon, or ginger. These additions don't just help digestion, they also promote deeper sleep, which is when your eyes do most of their healing.
Now, you don't need to eat all 4 of the vegetables we talked about every day. In fact, it's better to rotate them throughout the week, just like we do with healthy fats. Here's a simple weekly rhythm to follow.
Yes, something like this: Monday to Wednesday, choose cooked spinach or steamed carrots. Pair with flaxseed oil, olive oil, or fish oil. Thursday to Saturday, use kale collards or sweet potatoes. Pair with sesame oil, black currant oil, or cod liver oil. Sunday, a gentle reset day. You can take a break or repeat the vegetable that felt best for your eyes that week.
That kind of rhythm helps your body respond naturally, without overwhelm, without stress. Remember, this isn't about fixing your eyes in one night. It's about building a quiet, supportive routine. 1 small bowl, 1 teaspoon, 1 soft meal before bed.
And if you miss a day, that's okay. It's not about perfection. It's about giving your body something gentle, something real, and doing it consistently.
So tonight, instead of a heavy late-night snack, try a small serving of warm sweet potatoes or steamed spinach with a little oil and a few walnuts. Then sip some calming tea and let your body and your vision repair itself naturally.
Because the foods you eat in the evening can shape the clarity of how you see the morning.
Coming up next, we'll share a few closing thoughts and one simple encouragement for anyone who's ready to take better care of their eyes starting tonight. So, let's take a moment to bring everything together. We've shared 4 cooked vegetables that may look simple, but when prepared with care, they quietly help your eyes heal while you rest. Spinach rich in lutein and zeaxanthin helps shield the retina from blue light and screen fatigue. Carrots full of beta-carotene support night vision and healthy corneas. Kale or collard greens packed with vitamin K and antioxidants strengthen circulation to reduce inflammation. Sweet potatoes, gentle and nourishing, help prevent dry eyes and support liver-related vision and pathways. Each one works a little differently, but all of them help your body hydrate, protect, and restore your vision, one soft serving at a time.
And the beauty is none of this requires a prescription. You don't need pills, powders, or expensive drops. You just need a few warm vegetables cooked gently, eaten mindfully, and taken at the right time of day. In Japan, we've always known that the softer the food, the deeper the healing. Because soft food is not just easy to chew, it's easy to absorb. And that means your eyes, your liver, your blood vessels, they all benefit more deeply.
So, please don't wait until your eyes go dim. Don't wait for frustration or blurry evenings or dry, tired mornings. Start feeding your eyes tonight. Pick just 1 vegetable we mentioned. Steam it, saute it, or simmer it, and add a drizzle of healthy oil. Make it your bedtime ritual. Give your eyes something gentle and see how your mornings begin to shift.
Yes, because a small dish of food is sometimes the most powerful form of medicine. If you feel overwhelmed, just begin with one thing: a spoonful of sweet potatoes with sesame oil, a few steamed carrots with miso broth, or soft spinach with flaxseed oil. Small steps become strong habits, especially when they're repeated with care.
And if this episode helped you, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love, especially if they're over 60, especially if they've been saying, "My eyes just aren't what they used to be," because the smallest change in your evening routine can quietly change how you see the world tomorrow.
Thank you for joining us today, and remember, healing doesn't always start with medicine. Sometimes it starts with dinner.
We'll see you next time on the Shigeaki Podcast. Until then, eat gently, sleep deeply, and keep your eyes open to possibility.